Good morning. Welcome. It's Thursday. It's me again. So, really quick, I've been doing some research yesterday about sweating and facial sweating. So, any sweaty Betty out there, hands up. One is me. It's quite a dull day today, so we're probably not going to experience it as bad as what we usually do. But yeah, I do perspire quite a lot from my face, usually around about my head. My chin area, kind of, is it your T-zone? So it's kind of my T-zone area. I do find that in the summer months I do sweat quite a little bit on my face. So learned a really cool super quick trick. So it's going to be a really quick live just while I get ready. Going to miss out a few of my normal steps because I usually like to apply a facial oil just because my face is a little bit aggy and dry and temperamental. So I find using the facial oil just helps my face just relax throughout the day, and it smells amazing, so I can take a few deep breaths when I apply it and it feels great. So if you are hopping on, say hello. Hi Martina. I'll give you a little wave without knocking my phone off my stand. Super exciting news today. I think my mirror might be coming, and if it does, guys, get used to seeing this face because I'm going to be in HD super bright professional lights. So hi Sabretta, I don't know if that's how you say it, but hello anyway. If you are new to watching me, please do pop new below. I always find that when I'm doing these lives, I feel like I'm talking to the same people, and what I've got to try and remember that as my network grows, new people are going to be hopping on, so this might be the very first time you've ever seen me. So if you are watching for the very first time, do pop new, and then I'll be able to give you a shout out and not know that I'm talking to the same people. Or if you are watching me again for the 10th, 100th time, welcome. So I've got my monobrow on because I've been using this kind of technique, and once my eyebrow shadow palette comes today, hopefully with my mirror, are you getting one, Martina? Yay! So hopefully if it does come today along with my mirror, I'll be able to start showing you this technique using a brow powder. So it basically is just a brown eyeshadow, and I'll then be able to show you this monobrow trick. So everybody knows the saying that brows should be sisters, not twins. But come on ladies, let's be realistic here. They should at least be related. And I am finding that using this monobrow technique is just getting me a little bit of an edge, and I'm actually getting better at doing it. So thumbs up. So where am I from? I'm from the UK. Ta-da! I feel like I'm on what's that programme? Blind Date. Hi, my name's Rebecca and I'm from the UK. So yesterday you all failed miserably at getting me to drink any water. I think when I came off my live I drank probably 3 mouthfuls. So every now and then, if you're watching live and you're with me for the full duration, can someone just type drink below or an emoji that looks like water? Because I'm determined to drink one of these on every live because I'm suffering here, girls. And day 3 of the spot update. Hi, Claire. Okay, getting a bit weird now. Hi, Laura. Going to give you a little bit of a wave. Hi, Fallon. So, day 3 of the spot update after the mask. So they've all now dried up. That one has completely gone. The redness is gone. The ones around my chin have dried up. I did actually apply a lemon scrub yesterday just to my chin area because it's feeling a little bit bumpy and not great. So I've actually used a lemon mask on that last night. So that's all good. I'm actually just going to quickly apply a primer. Now, let's get back to what the live's about. Enough small talk. There's lots of you here. Please do pop on. Drop an emoji if you're a little bit shy. Give me a hands up if you're a bit of a sweaty Betty like me and you suffer with facial sweat or under the armpit sweat, but I can't help you with that. So it's always important to apply a primer. What that basically does is it creates a really good barrier between your face and anything that you're going to put on, and also the elements outside. So it's really important to use a primer if you're going to be using a foundation, and especially important if you do suffer with facial sweating, because what it means is when your face sweats, you're not then drawing the foundation and the makeup and the outside dirt and grime into your pores. So here we are. So let's just let that settle in. Hi, Hayley. Just going to block our friend Subrata because I'm not going to give you my age. A lady never tells. And I'm most certainly not going to give you my phone number. So let's block that person. Thank you for joining me. Bless and release before he starts asking me to send him pictures of his boob. His boobs, my boobs. tell you, I don't think you've made it on Facebook until you start having randoms on your lives. Like, seriously. I know, I've got lots of body issues, Martina, lots and lots. So once I've applied my primer, this is the top tip, ladies. So all pay attention. So any sweaty betties out there, you're going to be blown away by the fact that I'm going to tell you to do this. What we do is you get a translucent powder, because a translucent powder has no pigmentation in it at all, and you actually apply it before you apply your foundation. Now, you're all going to be saying, but won't that make my foundation cakey by applying a powder before I apply any kind of liquid, wax, cream products? And the answer is no, if you're using professional products. So if you're using professional products, they are designed to work with each other. Makeup artists use this trick, and I got this off our Jacob, which is our top makeup artist within Limelife. He actually does all of our training. He has done catwalk shows, TV, film. He goes to all the 360 events. He was at the 360 event in London, and he basically releases training based on what he uses in his day-to-day life. And he says he uses this trick on catwalk models, and he also uses it for wedding makeup. So any people out there who are watching that are makeup artists, or if you are going to a wedding yourself, or if you're a bride and you're doing your own makeup, apply a translucent powder underneath your foundation. Now, instantly, on applying that, I can feel that my face feels tighter. Now, I'm not saying drier, but it definitely feels like I put something on. Yes, Martina, you need to get on your lives. I'm a sweaty person. High five to that. Yes, high five. You know what, girls? We can't help it. And the funny thing is I don't sweat at the gym. I can go to the gym and be as dry as a bone. I go outside for 2 minutes in this heat and my head is literally like dripping. But because I use the Oil Strike setting spray, at the end of the night I can still take makeup off. So even though I'm sweating, I'm not taking any product off. So that is the tip. You basically apply translucent powder before you apply any of your foundation, but you need to make sure that the products that you're using are professional graded, because if you don't, you'll find that you'll put a foundation on and it'll go a little bit cakey, or you'll go in all your fine lines and wrinkles, and we obviously don't want that. So hi Gemma, hey Josie, thank you for joining in. I take it you're joining in because of the title. So high five, sweaty betties like me. If you are watching for the very, very, very first time, please do put new. Pop replay if you're catching me on replay. I know I always do lives at a bit of a dodgy time. Max has got his maths tutor coming in the next 5 minutes, so I really need to be quick. So we're going in with Shinto 2 from yesterday, and I'm just going to warm it up on my buffer brush, and I'm basically just going to pounce it into my skin. I'm going to get rid of my mono brown. Hey Nikita, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm just going to apply this foundation where I need it. And because we've applied that translucent powder underneath, this makeup now is going to last all day. Like I was saying before, if you are just joining in, Jacob said he uses this on catwalk models and also when he's doing brides makeup, because it really does work. And I'm just going to tickle my monobrow out the way. Now, the reason why I'm waiting for my wax, for my powder eyeshadow, is because with a wax, it's actually quite hard to tickle it away. Whereas a powder is going to be much easier, and I think it's going to be better to show you using a powder. And actually what I've done is I've basically just applied where I need it, and you can see that it's literally airbrushed all of my flaws away. So it still looks super, super natural. I've got rid of my monobrow, so my eyebrows are pretty even. Like I say, I'm completely practicing. This is probably like the 5th time I've done my monobrow. So practice makes perfect. So I'm going to keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing until I make it absolutely perfect. So as you can see, that's gone on absolutely beautifully. And as it blends with my skin, it's going to blend with the powder, and it's basically just creating an extra layer of sweat-proof protection on my face. And I'm going to take my blender foam, because I'm just going to go around my face and just blend in, because this at the end of the day, ladies, is summer makeup. And gents, oh, I didn't put my mascara in the oven. In it goes. This is summer makeup, and in the summer we all want that natural kind of, what's that on my finger? We all want that natural kind of no makeup look, let's be honest. We don't want to look kind of matte and flat. We want to look quite dewy. Just going to touch up where I got rid of my monobrow. Hey Debbie, welcome, welcome, welcome. Give you a wave. Oh. So I'm just using my damp blenderful just to kind of take off any excess and just to blend it in a little bit more. So it's sticking to the translucent powder, which anybody who's just joining, I applied the translucent powder underneath my foundation but on top of my primer. And what that's going to do, it's going to set my makeup in two ways. So we're going to set it before using the translucent powder, and now we're going to go in and we're going to reset it again. Now where I'm going to reset it on the second time is just in the areas where I sweat quite a bit. So it's basically my forehead, because that is basically where it is, and also around my chin, because my chin is where I have my biggest breakouts. So I'm literally using that same translucent powder from my ice cream palette just to set my forehead. Yes, Martina, always put your mascara in the oven, because, yeah, you can use a cup of water, but I'm pretty sure my oven's with me at all times. And usually if I sit down to do my makeup, especially on a live, I probably haven't picked up a cup of water, but I've definitely got my oven with me. So top tip, stick it in your oven. Hey, Sarah. Quite a lot of you on today. Like I said, I need to be quick. The maths tutor's going to be here and she's going to think I'm ridiculous. So literally just using the translucent powder now to double set where I sweat. So always think of that tip. Double set where you sweat. That's the tip. And especially makeup artists out there, this is definitely a tip you should be doing on your brides or anybody who's under hot light. So this will stop them sweating, because nobody wants that kind of sweaty look. So that is double set. Double set where you sweat. 5 things. High five to that. So next step is always the blusher and the bronzer. So you can see from my makeup there, ladies, it's completely natural. I look like I've got nothing on, but I look airbrushed, and I'm now not going to perspire around my sweaty areas. And if you do know anybody that does suffer with facial sweating, or if they're always complaining that the makeup slides off, please do share this live. And if you actually touch my face, 3 little dots will come up in the top right hand corner, and if you press that, Facebook will actually notify you when I come live. So you can always join me and pick up some tips. Join me rambling. And the share button is just down here. So you can pop share, and what that will do is it will share it to your network. And if a beauty guide is sharing this video, which should be also fabulous, please do contact the beauty guide that shared this video. So if you're seeing this on somebody else's profile and they're a beauty guide, please do reach out to them, and they'll be able to give you all of the prices and details on my beautiful palettes, pro foundation. And it really is important that you're using professional graded products when using this tip, because if you use just regular talc filled trans powder, normal liquid foundation, cream foundation, you're going to find that the foundation is going to sit in your cracks, because the powder is going to suck all the moisture out of your face, and ours doesn't do that. If anything, it makes it beautiful. Hey Jackie, thank you for joining me. And I'm just going to apply a bit of bronzer, because that is the last step of my base, and super lightly, because we don't want to look like Aunt Sally. If you are joining in and this is your very, very first live with me, please do pop new at the bottom. I'm really keen to see how many new people are watching me each day. More so because, even if you're watching it on replay, because I find that I feel like I'm doing the same routine all the time. And what I forget is actually, if I have somebody new hop on, this may be the first time you've ever seen me using professional products, or the first time you've ever watched a live of somebody using professional products. Ah, thank you, Jackie. So it's quite interesting to see where you all come from. I know a lot of people can't watch me live because I do them at dodgy times. I should probably start doing a few more lives in the evening, because I get loads and loads. But you can also, when you press the share button, you can actually invite people along. So if you are watching, like I say, you've got a daughter, sister, friend who's always complaining about having the makeup slide off or the sweaty face, do just pop down there into the share section and you can invite people along to come and watch, because it's all about helping people. So there you have it. That is all I've done. So let's just recap for anybody that's just joining in or has been here from the beginning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So all we basically did is we primed the face using the First Base Primer. We then, once the primer had dried, we used the translucent powder first before any products. And that's just creating a very first base to seal in the pores, especially around the places where you sweat. What we then did is we applied our foundation, which is wax-based, professional graded, so it's perfect to mix with another powder. It's not going to clump or crack or get stuck in your pores. What we then did is on the second setting, we literally reset it in the places we sweat the most. So for me, it's my forehead. So I basically applied a second set to the places where I sweat. Remember that saying, if you are a sweaty Betty. We then applied bronzer to add a little bit of definition and to catch where the sun would hit. Then applied a bit of blusher to my cheeks to give me a little bit of a nice summery glow, and I then went back to my original brush but not adding any more products and just gave myself a little tickle just to blend in and get away any of those harsh lines. Final step is the amazing mascara. Now if you do want any more details, thank you Martina. If you do want any more details on these products, please do reach out to me. I have lots of skincare samples available that I can send out, no obligation to buy. But I do think it's important that the more people that try these products, the more you'll see why I'm raving about them. These are professional grade. You will not find these in your local supermarkets or makeup shops. These are used by professionals throughout the world and are only available to people who go to New York to the Alcone shop. And now they're available to the masses through Limelife. And trust me, when I say buy one thing, you're going to become obsessed, because you're going to see the pro grade of these products. These aren't gimmicky. They aren't full of chemicals. They are not inspired by nature. They are driven by nature. Everything in there is natural, vegan friendly, cruelty free ingredients, and the cruelty free is covered for under Leaping Bunny, which basically means that the products that are tested have been traced back, including all of the ingredients, and are shown to not be tested on animals. And that is the crucial part, because a lot of companies brag that their product isn't tested on animals, but what they can't prove is whether the ingredients that were in it are tested on animals, which is why they don't get Leaping Bunny approved, because they're not able to trace back every last ingredient to prove that not even the ingredients are tested. So a quick lashing of mascara, and I'm literally going to do one coat today just because I've literally got 5 minutes to make my house not look like a tip because the maths tutor's coming. But there we have it. That is how easy it is to look flawless. Every day I wear this makeup, I genuinely feel like I'm off to a wedding. It just feels special and it makes you look incredible. My face can breathe, and it's also lightweight. When I touch it, there is literally nothing there. And one final step that I can't put on now because I've applied my mascara is, if you're super sweaty and oily, what I would recommend is popping on the oil strike spray straight after applying the makeup. So before the mascara and after the makeup, everything you've put on, pop a bit of oil strike on, and that'll actually stop you producing oil whilst you're sweating. So it won't stop you sweating if that's the only step you do, but it will stop the oil. And obviously oil and foundation, that's what causes the slide off. So if you can stop the oil, you might still sweat, but you won't then lose any foundation. You'll still have all your foundation on at the end of the day. But if you double set, like we just did, you'll find that your head and your face sweats less. I can feel it. It doesn't feel tight, but it definitely feels different to what I'm used to, because usually I apply the due date oil, and obviously that gives me quite a dewy moisturised look, so I can definitely feel there is a kind of difference to what I've done. This is the first time I've ever done this, girls. So I watched Jacob yesterday and I learnt that tip, and that's one thing I can give to all you beauty guides out there or budding makeup artists, is basically learn. There are so many people out there doing it well on YouTube, on Facebook, in makeup groups. So if you do find that you are struggling with makeup application, watch people like me, people who aren't trained in makeup but I wear it every day. Watch people on YouTube, go onto Instagram and follow top makeup artists. They've got so many little tips and hints that they do on a day-to-day basis. They're sharing their everyday hints and tips. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you got something from it and you can go away and try it. If you do want to get prices on the translucent powder, just drop me an inbox. I'll give you all the information you need. But yeah, just try it. Just try it. It's makeup. That's the joy of it. But thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do pop replay or pop new if you are new, just so I can see that people are kind of enjoying this content, so I can deliver these kind of things to you every day. But thank you.